Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us with our first Lunch and Learn webinar, Advancing Awareness of Accident Prevention in the Home. This will be a 30-minute webinar, and we are recording the webinar, and we'll send you a link when it's ready. Just a few reminders before we get started. As the audience, you are muted until we get to the question and answer session. So please put your questions in the chat window so we can see them as they come in and answer them when we get to that slide. We also have a video. So if you dialed in using a phone, you'll need to use your computer speakers to hear that video. Today's webinar, you will learn how to raise awareness of advancing awareness of accident prevention in the home. You'll learn about how to get help from ACI, and you will learn more about our educational materials and how to partner with us to share accident prevention information. So today's speaker is Nancy Bogg, and Nancy has a BS and an MS in education. She's a Senior Vice President at American Cleaning Institute, and she is a recognized leader in consumer affairs, outreach, communications, and external relations, also partnership development and family consumer sciences. For the past 35 years, she has been dedicated to designing campaigns, programs, and materials that provide better living for individuals, families, and communities. Nancy has been on staff at ACI for 16 years, and since her arrival, she has been responsible for creating national education programs, such as our Healthy Schools, Healthy People It's a SNAP program, and our consumer laundry safety campaigns. She believes that the background of our work is educational partnerships. And you can learn more about Nancy on the ACI website. So now that I've introduced you to Nancy, I want to introduce you or reintroduce you to ACI.
The consumer touches our products literally every single day, whether it's cleaning their laundry, cleaning their home, cleaning their families, cleaning themselves. We have a chance to really see our products in use in everyday life.
Since 1926, the American Cleaning Institute and its members have been there, innovating effective and sustainable products that add value, convenience, and comfort to our lives, every minute of every day. In all the spaces we call home, wherever we learn and grow, cleaning products are there to help keep us going, promoting our health and safety and helping us find joy in the people and places that matter most.
What drives the industry to innovation is the consumer, giving them products that really become experiences.
And when you clean that baby blanket, you put a wonderful fabric conditioner with a wonderful fragrance in it, and it's soft, and it feels great, and it's clean. You might smell that again, and it takes you back to a very loving, caring moment that you had.
Cleaning products are an integral and sustainable part of our lives, and the industry is committed to finding effective solutions that have a minimal impact on the environment for a future where more people can enjoy the things they love.
The industry really has a drive and a passion to continue to help consumers' lives be cleaner, safer, and more satisfying.
For generations, ACI and its cleaning product manufacturer and supplier members have set out to do more than help make the world cleaner. They've set out to make it a healthier place for better living.
Okay, so Nancy, it's your turn. Take us through.
Yes, thank you, Martha, and thanks to everyone on the phone today for your participation in our webinar. We really do appreciate your interest in today's topic, which, as you know, is accident prevention and home safety. So from all of us here at the American Cleaning Institute, we're working to reduce the number of accidents in the home. As one of our top priorities, we're helping individuals, families, and communities be safer every day. Our work to continue to raise awareness and help change behaviors related to the safe, effective, and responsible responsible use and storage of household cleaning products will never end. There will always be a need for education, and together we think we can help consumers be safe or safer every day. Partnerships with organizations like yours are really the backbone of the work that we do here at ACI, and we could not do what we do without your help. There are a number of organizations listening in today, including the Extension Service. We have colleges and universities, high schools, hospitals, medical centers, health educators, poison centers, representatives from the American Association of Family and Consumer Sciences, EPA, family, career, and community leaders, and more. The great work that all of you are doing to help keep people safe is important, and we applaud the great work that you're doing. Every day, millions of consumers use cleaning products in their homes. Just think about your days so far. What kinds of things you might have cleaned before you came to work, before you joined this webinar, whether it's your hands, it's surfaces, it's clothes, whatever it is, we're all using cleaning products in our daily lives. And as we know, homes and lifestyles are changing. The life of a consumer today is quite different than previous generations. Consumers have a stronger voice and continuously expect to have new and better cleaning products available to them. There are changes too in the world of cleaning. What did your grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother use to clean their homes? I'm guessing that there are some similarities, but some great differences to the way that we clean our homes today. Our home equipment has also changed. The washing machine that you see in the photo is quite different than the ones we use today. And if you look at the box of laundry detergent, also in this photo, today's laundry detergents still come in that powder form that you see, but now today we have new and improved products, we have liquid detergents, and even laundry packets. The packaging has also changed, as have the product labels. Today, it contains important safety information for consumers that sometimes is overlooked. So like many other consumer products that we use and consume in our lives, our world is changing. And so is the way that consumers learn. So we're all using a variety of ways now, the latest and the greatest apps, social media, blogs, YouTube, and many other ways, so that consumers can have instant access to information that we have available to them. But one thing is sure, the need for education has not changed. In our certain and uncertain world, there are still millions of people out there that need your information. Accurate information from organizations like ours is still needed to break through the clutter of misinformation that we see on a daily basis. ACI conducts continuous research to learn more about the consumer and about what our partners need. And we're constantly talking to our partners to understand more how we can work with them better. But one thing's for sure, we do continue to hear that home safety and accident prevention is a priority for the partners that we're currently working with. Groups like the National Poisoning Prevention Week Council continue to collaborate and partner to raise awareness of poison prevention and home safety. That council has been in existence for more than 50 years, and their observance of National Poison Prevention Week each year, the third week of March, is just one of the many ways a number of organizations continue to educate the public. Education continues to be important. Poison centers continue to receive calls about exposures involving many items found in the home. And until those calls go away, our work is not done. Education about accident prevention, home safety is vital, as there are new parents born every day. Steps to prevent accidents and then help parents know what to do in case of an emergency could save a trip to the hospital or even a life. So for many years, our organization has made home safety a top priority, and our focus has typically been on young children. But that has changed over the years because we know that research indicates that accidents can happen to anyone in our homes, from birth to toddlers to grade schoolers to high school students and to the elderly. Accidents span the entire lifespan. In all ages, accidents happen quickly. We all know that. We've had many things happen in all of our lives, and it can only take a moment for an accident to occur. Children are curious and explore the world through their eyes, their touch, and in their mouths. Elderly family members may be experiencing dementia or Alzheimer's and may become confused, and then an accident happens. So our tips today that we're sharing for safe use and storage of cleaning products is something that we really hope that you will help us share, because we all know that home accidents are one of the leading causes of death among children and injuries among adults. We do many, many, many things to keep our home and our children and our family safe. We check our fire alarms, we have medical checkups, we have our car serviced, and to that list, we truly believe that families need to conduct more routine home safety checks. So we think a quick walk through your home might prevent an accident. And we also think that if you get down on the ground and look at the world through your children's eyes, you may notice things that should be stored differently. Button batteries, sharp knives, electrical outlets, prescription drugs, toys small enough to swallow, and yes, even cleaning products can cause injury. So on the screen, you can see tips that can be shared, 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 and reshared with the people that you reach and teach. They're pretty specific, they're easy to understand, and we think that these are messages that can be easily echoed. So we're advocating reading the label, always storing products in their original containers. Don't allow the temptation after looking at a magazine and seeing this beautiful laundry room with glass containers and the product taken out of the original container and put on display on a shelf in a newly remodeled or old laundry room is a good idea, because it's not. You need to keep those products in their original containers. We also suggest reminding folks that they always need to close the product package or container after each and every use. And of course, we're going to talk a little bit later about cleaning products up and out of sight. So determine when your child is ready to use cleaning products and contact an expert if an exposure occurs. So we know in our world that not everybody goes to the grocery store to purchase a product manufactured from one of our ACI members. We know that people are still making and have been making their own cleaning products for a while. Years ago, when I worked for the Virginia Cooperative Extension Service, we did a lot of educational programming on cleaning, and I too shared recipes with our various audiences about making their own products. I want to know, I don't want to know how many of you are doing that, because there still will continue to be a need for many to do that. But what I know now is I'm an educator, not a chemist, and didn't know at the time what I didn't know. So for safety's sake, if your organization is doing educational programs on homemade cleaners, we suggest that you consider our list of questions that you see on the screen. We need to ask ourselves, have they been tested and by whom? We need to look to see if there's clear guidance on dosage, what safety precautions to take when mixing ingredients, and really, really important, if we have a plan in place to access the recipe if an accidental exposure occurs. So making your own product is an option. It will always be an option, but it needs to be a safe option. So let's turn our attention now to this new product that's in the market. Since about 2012, packets have become a common sight in the laundry aisle and are a part of millions of laundry routines. According to a recent Mintel research report, liquid laundry packets are hugely popular, with 50% of people reporting that they do laundry using them. And we think that's pretty remarkable, since they've only been en masse for about 5 years. They're convenient, easy to use, no need to measure, and as we know, have environmental benefits. However, as this newer product becomes more popular and ubiquitous in our homes, its proper storage, especially around young children, has become something of serious concern to all of us. Laundry packets contain highly concentrated detergent that can be harmful if swallowed or gets into the eyes. And regrettably, the American Association of Poison Control Centers receives reports of thousands of unintended exposures to these products in children 5 and under. So since we started hearing about these incidents, these exposures, these accidents involving packets, ACI and its member companies jumped right in and have come together to conduct research and educate the public about the importance of proper storage of this product, just like every other household cleaner in a home. In our research this year, we gathered a lot of information, too much to share today, but we found that 43% of families with children under the age of 4 reported that their children could see laundry packets when they weren't in use. We found out that 19% of families with children under the age of 4 reported storing liquid laundry packets on an open shelf, and that 15% of our families with children under the age of 4 allow their children to take part in loading liquid laundry packets into the washing machine drum. So with these findings in mind, we have 3 specific tips that we think carry a lot of weight, are usable, shareable, and things that we would love to have you include in your home safety packets. 1, liquid laundry packets must always be stored up and out of reach of children. Keeping them out of sight prevents them from even getting the thought of interacting with laundry packets, and that's children. We don't want them to even have an inkling of a thought that they should be interacting with these packets. Children should never have access to liquid laundry packets. Storing them on the floor, on a counter, on top of the washing machine could still be within reach. Children can reach or even jump higher than we all realize. Don't give them an opportunity to get their hands on a liquid laundry packet. And again, as a reminder, and you've heard me say this before, like any household cleaning product, young children should never, under any circumstances, handle liquid laundry packets, even when helping with chores. One specific call out there is that these liquid laundry packets contain a film that is water soluble. We all know that children put their hands in their mouth more often than not. As that hand becomes moist and moister and wet, and they handle that packet, there's a chance for that liquid laundry packet to dissolve in their hands, and that's exactly what we're trying to prevent. These 2 icons that you see on this slide, keep out of reach of children and keep contents out of eyes, are really important in our overall work. So, excuse me, to continue our charge to educate the public on the importance of proper storage of liquid laundry packets, we just recently launched last week our new initiative, Packets Up, which is an initiative to drive awareness and inspire action by educating parents and caregivers. You know, we all need reminders in this world. We're busy, we've got a lot going on, we're juggling a lot of balls, we're in and out of our cars, we're at the soccer field one minute, the next minute we're at the store, the next minute we're at church. There's just a million things to get done in one day. We all jot down notes in our smartphones, we post reminders on yellow stickies at home and at work. There's a lot on our mind. Our new cling that you see on this slide is just that. The red circle is a tool meant to take parents off autopilot just for a few moments and remind them to safely store packets up and out of reach. We've already sent thousands and thousands and thousands of these clings to educators just like you so that they can share them in their communities. It's free, and you're all invited to consider making our cling a part of your home safety kits. So feel free to get in touch with us if you'd like to include those clings in the work that you're doing. There's a whole lot of other tools available on our website. Everything that we have is non-branded, it's available for free, we want you to share it, and what we have up for you to see today is just a glimpse at our microsite, our child activity sheets. We'll be introducing a video very, very soon. We have infographics, we have a lot of social media posts that can be copied and shared, and what's not on the screen that we're very excited about is later this fall, watch for ACI on the Today Show as we launch Packets Up with our media friends. So we think that these materials might help you. We don't want you to reinvent the wheel. Why not just use what's already available to you? So as we start to close out here, I just want to say again that we all know that accidents happen in an instant. And we means all of us on this phone, what we do matters, because education is key to the prevention of accidents in the home. The cleaning products industry and our association is built on a solid history of producing safe and effective cleaning products and sharing consumer tips and using everything we possibly can to raise the awareness of safe storage. We ask that you join us, that you share our information and our messages with your friends, your family, your colleagues, your audiences, your association members, and others in your social media circles by sharing our Facebook and Twitter posts, by liking us on Facebook, and we'll like you back, and following us on Twitter. So I really sincerely invite you to join in our work to advance awareness and inspire action to prevent accidents in the home. Back to you, Martha.
Thank you, Nancy, for sharing these great tips and resources. And as a reminder to our audience, we will be sharing a link to this recording and links to the materials as well. So now is a time for people to type in messages, raise your hand, and I can unmute you if you'd like. And let me go to the... Before we do that, let me just remind you also that our materials are free. They're ready to download, and we also have a new blog coming up. So if you're interested in learning more about what we're doing and keeping up with our initiatives, be sure to check out our blog. It's at cleanandhappynest.org, and you can sign up for that today. All right. So now's the opportunity for questions from Nancy, or questions for Nancy, sorry. One of the questions that we received is about the clings, Nancy, and how many people can order and how to order.
Mm-hmm. That's a great question, and let me just backstep for a second. When we say clings, we really mean stickers that are removable. We're calling them clings just to make it a little easier, but just want everyone to know that they won't permanently adhere to anything. They're meant to go on a cabinet, they're meant to go on a washing machine, they can go on a laundry room door. There's a number of different places you could encourage folks to post those clings in their homes. And they are available in bulk. We do have on our microsite a very easy order form. You'll find it first thing when you visit the cleaninginstitute.org website, and we'll also be including a link direct to that page in the email that we send out after this webinar. Also want to point out that the clings are an easy communication tool for those of you that have fairs and festivals coming up. We'll be partnering with one of our extension partners in one of the states to make the focus of their exhibit at the state fair all about home safety, all about laundry safety, and they will be handing out and giving safety tips to the parents that visit their booth at their state fair. So lots of different ways you can share those, and just happy to mail them to you if they support the work that you're doing.
Great. Another question that was asked is, how do you ask for permission to share the safety icons or the videos or other resources from ACI in a presentation that one of our partners wants to do?
Sure. We are very, very open to allowing folks to use our materials. We have been since our start in 1926. We want you to be able to use them. The only request that we have is if you are planning to alter them in any way, shape, or form, add language, change language, we do need permission for those types of changes. But for the most part, the safety icons, the graphics that you saw in our webinar today, other things that you see on our website, you are more than welcome to share. We also, over the years, have shared our information with book publishers. Our materials are in college textbooks, so the folks on the phone are smiling because some of you know that you've asked for them, and it's just a really, really easy process. Our goal is education, our goal is better living, and our goal is to make your life easier. So, and in many ways, that helps you by not having to having you spend the time to reinvent the wheel. So really easy. If you feel like, yeah, I'm not sure if I should be doing this, just send us an email. We'll get right back to you and provide the permission that you're looking for.
Okay. Marilyn Scholl has a question. She has her hand up. So Marilyn, if you unmute yourself, you can ask your question.
Hi, I was curious if the same information that you presented in the webinar applies to the dishwasher laundry packets.
Very, very good question, Marilyn. Yes, it does. Our focus right now, because of the incidences that are occurring most often, are related to liquid laundry packets, but I go back to our general statement that we use all the time, and that is really and truly all cleaning products should be up and out of reach. And we all know that the dishwasher tabs, packs, tablets have been in the market for a very, very long time. Interestingly enough, we're not seeing the accidents involving those packets like we have in the laundry room. Some would say that's because the kitchen is the heartbeat of the house, there's lots of activity, it's a place where parents often lock their cabinets, but they don't have that same reaction when it comes to the laundry room. And so, as we all know, we've done a great job teaching people to keep bleach up and out of sight. And so as we step back, we're saying dishwasher tablets, bleach, laundry detergent, surface cleaner, glass cleaner, whatever the cleaning product is, we think it's just a good practice to get into to keep these products up and out of reach of young children. Hope that helps.
Yes, thank you.
We did also have a question, and I will post it before we close, asking for the schedule of webinars. We'll send you that link in the email, but I'll turn to that slide as I prepare Nancy for this one last question before we go, because it's almost 1 o'clock. And it's, how can I keep up with ACI's new initiatives?
So we have a number of different ways that you can connect with us. What we do here at ACI, and we're very careful about this, is we collect your information. We never, ever share it with anyone, and we do what we call e-blasts every now and again. Many of you probably got several about this webinar. Some of you may not. Some of you came to us in different ways, but we're constantly in touch with you to let you know about what's new and different and what's coming our way. As I peek to the remainder of this year and next year, if you look at the topics on our screen right now with our Lunch and Learn webinars, that's going to really tell you a lot about what we're doing. We're continuing to implement our Healthy Schools, Healthy People. It's a SNAP hand washing program that has a focus on germ reduction and disease prevention, and that's been around for a very long time, and it is a partnership with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. We also have a sustainable living initiative, our Cold Water Saves, that's in place, and we also have just good old basic cleaning information that we do update along the way to be able to provide you all with the latest and the greatest information. So if you're interested, just let us know. We welcome having a conversation with partners, old and new, about ways we can work together, and we're asking today how you all can help us, and certainly we want to reciprocate and do the same thing with you all. So stay in touch with us. We've got lots of things going on. We're happy to keep you informed through our e-blasts, and also we are putting a big emphasis on our new Clean and Happy blog that will launch next month as a source for information and another way that you can stay on top of the kinds of things that the American Cleaning Institute is.
Can you get that door?
Oops.
Oh, I'm mute.
Go ahead, Nancy. Finish your thought.
So I think that's it. I mean, I really just let us know if you go to our website. Our Martha and I and the rest of the Consumer Education Department is listed in the staff section. You can get in touch with any of us or anyone at ACI for that matter. If you have a question, if you have a need, if you want copies of materials, if you have questions about our content, we're here and on standby to help you any way we can so that we can work together again. Primarily, we want people to have better living, but we want people to have better and safe and clean living. So you can get in touch with us in any way, and we'll be glad to help.
All right. Thank you so much, Nancy. That concludes our time. So we want to thank our participants for joining us today with our webinar, Advancing Awareness of Accident Prevention in the Home. As a reminder, we will send you an email shortly with a link to the recording that you can then share, and the recording will live on our website as well. We'll also send you a link to the webinar schedule, and thanks again for joining us.